message that we see today is contradict to what Christ said. It rob us, it kidnap us from the system of the truth.
Real life. It ain't real life. It ain't real life. Just a real life street Starz. You know what time it is.
I want to talk about Gino Jennings real quick. He had claimed, in one of his sermons that he wanted to, that he claims to do more work than Jesus. Now, I want you to look at that in the sense that, you have when they say like the best rapper out there, people put Tupac up there, right? And Tupac really only had a rap career for a couple of years, but they put him up there.
Yeah,
in the greatest. At the top. And then you have other rappers that come in and say, man, I did this for 20 years. So I'm more than Tupac because for what I've been doing it longer than the person got a chance to speak. So when a Gino Jennings says he put in more work than Jesus, what do you take for that? What does that mean to you?
I listen to Gino Jennings. Gino Jennings have a lot of knowledge, but people who's not educated, who's not involved in ministry, know the mindset of Christ. And if you never study the word yourself, you don't understand the purpose of Christ, why he came here. He said, I was anointed to set the captive free, to heal the brokenhearted. Then therefore, you're going to have leaders or people who come along. The Bible said that would be one that raised himself up as he's above anything that called God. I think somewhere where Gino Jennings caught up in, first I watch him, I listen to him. First, he attack other preachers. He talk about what they do and what they shouldn't be doing, which is true. I don't call it necessary attack if they doing something. If you got a gay pastor that's saying he a Christian and he's a homosexual, and he's telling you that you can be gay, then he can mark him. The Bible said mark him. But then you got somebody that's robbing the people and the false prophet, then you say mark them. Then you got somebody who took a Caucasian man, blue-eyed white man, and made it out of Jesus. The Bible said make no image up above, underneath. So I think what Gino Jennings have done, he have taken a lot of truth, he have taken a lot of facts, and he have allowed people to apply him. He growed his church. He has a lot of people who believe in him because the message that we see today is contradict to what Christ said. It rob us, it kidnap us from the system of the truth. And so a lot of us who allow ourselves to be played by the system of the church. And so when you hear a new message, you see a new movement, and a lot of men are drawn to some of the things they hear because they've been either bound by that, or they've been wounded by that, they've been molested by it, or something. And so now here come a man who claimed to have all the truth, but he went as far as saying, I'm greater than the truth. Jesus said, I'm the truth and the light. No man can come to the Father by me. Jesus said, I'm the truth. And so he said he have done more work than Jesus. Well, maybe he could be talking about he have a lot of television and he done ran over and people done heard him preach all over the world. That's not a work. The Bible said if they had all the books in the world couldn't contain the things that Jesus done. It ain't enough books that you can write compared with what Jesus have done. So for him to say that I done did more work than Jesus is really ignorant, or is some man that lift himself up in pride. And so for him to say that, anybody with common sense should have known that's a red flag. Why would you say I done did more work than Jesus? Even if you did, why you bragging? The Bible said when Jesus did work, he said, tell no one. When he healed the blind, he said he didn't want to be famous. He didn't want to be made known. He didn't want to bring no attention to himself. Even when they called him good teacher, Jesus said, why do you call me good? So Gino Jennings, I had met him at a conference and I tried to talk with him. And he didn't want to hear me because I said, when I got ready to try to talk to him, they put me in a little room, him and his little buddy that be reading the Bible. And they were trying to tell me what the Bible said. And then when you got to a certain scripture that is plain, don't need no adding to it, don't need no dictionary, they want to tell me I'm misinterpreted or it's funny. It's it's a joke or whatever. But I'm here seriously. Hey, man of God, you got God's people. You got a lot of followers. And matter of fact, you make other people feel like that God got a special kind of people that they got to be like you. They got to be the church of God. That y'all, the truth, the church of God from your church, from your congregation. But Jesus said, I have a fold that you know not of. So when you talk about Gino Jennings, first you got to search out the way this man talking. Anybody that draws the people to them. The Bible said, Jesus said, if I be lifted up, I will draw all men unto me. I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's a T.D. Jakes. I don't care if it's Billy Graham. I don't care who it is. Anytime you make the people think you make the Kool-Aid taste good, then therefore you got some sugar that's in there that don't belong to you. You're trying to sweeten up the people to draw them to you. And so we have to be careful about that, because when he say that I done did more works in Jesus, let's examine Jesus' work. Gino Jennings ain't walked on water. Gino Jennings ain't called Elijah from the grave that was dead for 4 days. Come on, Gino Jennings, show me that work. Gino Jennings ain't took blind eyes and called them to see, the lame to walk. Gino Jennings, watch this here, ain't got up in a boat and told a cloud to be still and a storm to shut up. And Gino Jennings ain't did none of that, y'all. Watch this. And Gino Jennings came and raised himself from the dead. Y'all play too much. Only Jesus was able to raise himself from the dead. So when you say you done did more work in Jesus, and you got people that will grab on in that let you know people believe anything. You did more work than Jesus. Let's examine Jesus. Jesus did a whole lot of stuff that I can't even understand. Jesus said the only way if you don't believe that the Father sent me, he said, look at the works that I do. Who did more work than Jesus?
If he had said, my voice have touched more people than Jesus,
I don't even believe that, but go ahead.
during his time, because Jesus, his work has went on, but his voice was committed to the area of Jerusalem and where the Babel and Mesopotamia, that area.
Okay.
Gino, he's in the way
technology.
The cloud. Yeah, he's in the cloud.
Social media.
Yeah, social media. So if he says my voice have touched more people,
he might have a good point to people that's limited to knowledge. But Jesus, they said that Jesus, the work that he did went all throughout the region. Man, set of lips or go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? The bird gonna carry it. Even though they didn't have technology, but because of what he did, the level of work that he did, people couldn't go to sleep. The Bible said there was so many people trying to get to Jesus that he had to get on another boat to get away from him. It was people all over trying to get to him. Show me a man that took 2 fish and a load of bread and feed 5,000. Gino Jennings going out to go to Walmart and get some bread. He's going to have to call somebody to bring some bread and some fish, and somebody got to have a lot of kind of stove to cook it to feed 5,000 people that quick. And so when he say he did more work than Jesus, he played too much. Jesus went to hell and preached the gospel. Ain't nobody man that went to hell and preached the gospel. Come on. So when he say that, it's because just what Gino Jennings trying to do. He got the people convinced. He got them showing that all these crooked preachers, prophet lying. He got these women in the pulpit that's out of control. He got all these people running around doing things, twitching, rolling and dropping like hot. So he showed all these different things that other preachers do. So when people see that, they begin to say, he telling the truth. And they lying because they doing this. And so when he reads scriptures, he make himself look like I'm the righteous man. I'm the one that got it together. I'm the one that's serious about God. Ain't I'm right about it. This way he said. And people, because you don't know the scripture, you don't understand what Christ did. And so therefore, because you don't know the Bible, you got one that's setting itself above everything they call God. But Jesus prayed, Father, let them be one as you and I are one. The Bible said that, watch this here, your eye, your foot, your feet, your hand, your head, your nose, we all in one member. Watch this here. Because you the hand, you saying the hand ain't no good for the eye? You saying because your feet, the feet ain't no good for the head. Without the feet, you can't move. Without the hand, you can't pick up and eat and put things in your mouth. Without the eyes, you can't see where you.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Move. Hey.